And we are live.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh
What
my.
is up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
my.
It Gets
Do we
Better,
have
I
to do an
swear,
introduction?
slash Merc with
Work
the
with the
mic,
mic.
The wrestling babble.
slash, yeah,
Wrestling
slash
babble.
wrestling babble, slash, what was it? What is it? Kayfabe All-Star?
You
Kayfabe
don't
All
even know
Stars.
your show.
Oh, God.
Come
Giving
on.
you the
No, no,
He's
no.
just
I know it because Nick always says K-Fab, and I'm like, you make that Nick? Why do you call it
always,
the wrong thing?
It's his
always,
show.
On the show, and he doesn't say it right.
obviously, I'm the brains of the operation.
It's obviously, yeah.
You've said this
We are.
before.
I sent the links to our wrestling babble, the wrestling babble on
So they can
Facebook,
listen
so
live?
they're gonna listen live as well.
Hey,
Also, we'll post this up later on
When we
the
have the
Merc on the Mic
recording.
channel.
Yep.
Oh, so what's going on? Roy Rumble Pass.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
It was a
So
good one.
the big,
It was about time.
right? Royal Rumble 30? Or is that next year?
Well, Royal Rumble is they don't go by the numbers. It's just Royal Rumble 2017.
Oh, okay. Well, wasn't they
No,
were
it'll
making a
be
big
something. I think
deal about
it's
30 or
something.
something? But like I said, maybe that ad was for next year
God
because they were like in
damn
Oregon
it.
or wherever the hell it is.
I think this was the 30th anniversary of it because
Right.
it's not as old as Mania, but it's right there. It's like I think 2 years, 3 years apart.
Yeah, they
No,
kept
they said no. They said
trying.
next year
That's what I
is
said.
gonna
That it
be.
was an ad, but it was confusing because the whole time before they had that ad, they were making a big deal about this year, like 30 years or blah blah blah. But maybe they were doing that thing where they're already talking about next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in
Um.
Philadelphia, right?
You know
Yeah,
what?
and yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big
I'm
thing.
gonna fact
That's
check
what
it.
it was.
Definitely do
Okay.
that. But so anyway, Royal Rumble. Um, I missed, so I'll let you guys take off because I can't start it. I missed the first match.
So there was a the kickoff show. The show ran from 5 o'clock all the way to about 11 o'clock. It was a long show. The kickoff show had 3 matches: one SmackDown, 2 Raw. Raw was kind of like Raw was just a lot of had a lot of matches on this. Anyway, the first match was the 6 women tag from SmackDown. You got Nikki Bella, Naomi, and Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss, Natty, and the returning Mickey James. It
Oh,
Is
was
she
a
that's
really?
solid.
nice.
I did
Yeah,
not know that. That's excellent.
she was luchadora. And she came and helped Alexa Bliss win the steel cage match
She's changing
about
her
a week or
persona.
two. No, same thing. She's just
Okay,
going heel.
gotcha.
Um, yeah. So the match was solid for a 6 woman tag. They try to highlight Naomi because she's the new #1 contender for the women's SmackDown title. They're kind of pushing Becky Lynch towards Mickey James right now, so it's good that you're going to get more the women fighting. Also, Natty and Nikki been having a big rivalry,
Yeah,
and
that is
SmackDown
pretty
actually
good.
shows it. That's the big thing about it. SmackDown, it actually shows their rivalries.
Yeah, I like her beating her up at the t-shirt stand.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was cool.
Oh man, and then the truck, and they're like,
yeah,
well, I mean,
Where's
listen,
my merch?
yeah.
I'm just saying, listen, logistically, why would you not put Nikki Bella next to John Cena? Stop it. She's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I fucked up
What did you do? Watch
because I went to look at the wrestling babble thing because you mentioned it. So I went to look at
Mhm.
it, and the
Oh
first
no!
shit I see,
Spoiler.
Oh,
and I spoiled it for
You
myself.
did. Oh
I
boy.
was like, I totally fucked up.
that happened to me too in a similar way. I looked at one comment that somebody made about one
Mhm.
thing, and then the first response was, "Oh, so and so shouldn't have been blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus, I didn't know that." Fuck.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I opened up Facebook and the first thing that popped up was Botchmania putting up reposting too many cooks with
Oh.
Cena and Orton.
You see, the thing is, I actually don't see Cena keeping the belt. I can see
Oh,
him
you
losing
mean
in
not that
Elimination
long?
Chamber.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I can see Bray Wyatt taking in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, but
Mm.
you know what? We should probably go through the matches till we get
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the
Let's
end.
going. Let's keep going. The next match. Well, The faces of SmackDown won. So Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, and Naomi won the match. Naomi got the pin off of Alexa Bliss just to keep her pushing up. And I guess they're gonna have the rivalry soon with Alexa Bliss and Naomi going to SmackDown. Their pay per view is in 2 weeks, so there's not gonna be a lot of build up. There's gonna be like 2 weeks of work of build up.
Okay.
The next thing was the tag team championship match, which was Cesaro and Sheamus versus the club. Pretty much solid tag match. A lot of maneuvers. I really don't like the club's finisher.
Okay.
I think the kick.
It does not look good, or is it just?
I don't like the name of it. The Magic Killer is retarded. I like the shotgun kick that he does when he has him on the shoulders.
Boot of Doom.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Great. They should use that as a
Boot of
finisher.
Doom.
They should use that as a finisher. Don't use the Magic Killer. Because the Magic Killer annoys the shit out of me. Every time they say it, I think of Harry Potter for some reason. And I'm like, fuck that move.
Oh shit.
But it was a solid match. We got new tag champs in the club. I hope they start showing more of the tag teams.
Were they trying to play up Cesaro and Sheamus breaking up or no?
No,
No,
they didn't. They didn't even hit each other or anything like that. It was somewhat of a clean win. They isolated Cesaro in the ring and they got the pin.
Got you, man. Deserves better.
Yeah. So we got new tag champions. The only thing that bothers me, we were talking about this earlier on the phone cast we were talking, was the lack of tag teams they have on Raw. If you haven't seen Raw in a while, can you name more than 3 tag teams that you know that are on Raw?
No, not really, because Kevin Owens and Jericho aren't really a tag team.
Right.
So yeah.
And they're not in the tag team, so you can't name besides the New Day. Who else
exactly, I said New Day and Sheamus and freaking that was it.
And the club, and then that's it.
That's it.
And then just stick it out. That's it.
Yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem when you don't have that many tag teams. They really should start using some of the NXT guys. They should start bringing up the Revival and
the Dudley Boys.
Is this true?
The Dudleys are left.
Oh yeah.
Devon works in the back.
I got me a desk job.
He's a road agent now.
Nice.
So,
but they're not coming back. They're not coming back to wrestle. Period. Right?
I want Bully Ray.
Nah.
Okay, they're done.
They were pretty bad when they were there.
You mean it's when they came back this
Yeah, they didn't have a good. They were very sloppy.
Man.
Very, very sloppy.
Only one good promo, and that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who's on the tag team? What is it? The Rising Stars? Are they still there?
They're still there, but again, they're not being used much. You have Goldust and R-Truth. They don't get used. They get used more of a joke.
I completely forgot about them.
They got who else is the tag team on that show? That's all I know. I think that's it. Oh, his own Kaz.
Okay.
Kaz.
That's not fair to them because they're pretty much all over the place.
Yeah, but they're not that great in the ring, and that's the big problem with them too. They're good at the promo wise, and then when it comes to actually the ring matches, it's not good.
They don't have that hype factor. They don't have that hype factor. I don't know. They benefited from NXT because the crowd was. I don't know. It made them feel more impactful when they came out.
Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting what they do with the tag titles. I really hope they do they find something on Raw for the tags. So, and then the last match of the kickoff, which was kind of a grudge match, was Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks.
Please tell me Nia Jax won.
Nia Jax destroyed her. It was just straight out destroy. I think Sasha got herself in trouble saying that she was wishing she was back at NXT.
Oh shit! Wow.
And I think she got herself kind of heat backstage for it. But it was just it was straight up a squash match. It wasn't that bad of a match. But you knew where it was going. Nia Jax is going to be a contender soon. I think she'll probably be the next person to go against Charlotte.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. But they're going to probably prolong the first match of Royal Rumble. Bayley and Charlotte.
I didn't like the match too much. It looked like Bayley.
It was sloppy.
Like she wasn't ready, man. Yeah, Bayley. to me, it looked like Bailey was like either too hyped and was just missing spots or whatever. Because it was like you could really see the gap between her and Charlotte.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, she's just like you kept hearing whatchamacallit say it, Graves say it, but it was like, damn, dude, she really is just leagues ahead of her. And you don't want to believe it. You're like, damn, Bailey was the shit when she was in NXT. And it was like, what happened? Charlotte just got way better.
Yeah,
she did though.
Yeah, she gotten better in the ring. She has better presence in the ring.
Yeah.
But like the starting of the first like 10 minutes of the match, it was very sloppy. They were like missing cues, both of them. Not just Bailey, it was both of them. They were missing a lot of cues and shit like that. That's how she got her lip busted.
That head scissors looked ridiculous. Like there was some stuff where it was just like, okay, stop floundering to try to get into the move and just do something else.
Yeah. But the match was, I won't say the match was really bad, but it was decent. It was decent enough to watch. Me and Minion, with the opinion, Josh, we were talking about it, and he really liked it. He gave the match a 4, and I was like, what? I don't think we were watching the same match.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm telling you, it was very sloppy. It could have been better if they just chilled out a little bit. They slow it down a little. You don't have to go 100 miles per hour.
I like the Macho Man elbow. That was pretty good.
I think that was probably the best person that did it besides Macho Man. Like it looked really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I liked it better than Punk's. Punk's did it retarded.
Okay, Black Machismo has a good one.
Huh?
Black Machismo has a good one.
Yeah, you can't not mention Black Machismo. Talk about Macho Man.
I haven't watched TNA. I even watched him during that time.
Where's Jay Lethal at now anyway?
He was ROH champ.
He's in ROH.
Still ROH. Okay. He's on a new deal ROH.
I remember seeing a poster, but I didn't remember what federation it was. Okay.
Yeah, he's still in Ring of
now
Honor
too.
Really? What?
Yeah, that hair was seeding, son. When he was fighting.
It was? Oh.
Yeah, like them braids were starting a little too far back. I was like, oh, them shits is coming off. And of course, a month after I saw that, he was in a match and somebody shaved his braids off. And of course, he looked ridiculous.
Okay, but anyway, the match wasn't great, but did you feel satisfied with how it went? Like
it was a decent match. It was a solid for what they did for a first match that they're putting together. It was fun. Hopefully they build up on the chemistry and get it better. Because again, they probably wrestled only once or twice on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte and Bailey.
Okay. And before that, it's been how long since they fought? Like
about 3 years.
Wow. Okay.
Since Charlotte came up to the roster, it was probably like 6 months before that.
Okay.
Because they fought once when Charlotte betrayed her, and then they fought again when Charlotte became NXT Women's Champion.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So they didn't have a lot of matches together, but hopefully, if this builds on it, and I hope they do better, because I know they're gonna do this again for. What's the next Raw pay-per-view?
I didn't even state.
Fastlane.
Okay.
Fastlane.
Right.
Fastlane is March.
Is this going to be every 2 weeks until Rumble type thing? Because 2 weeks from now is the Chamber, and then I guess 2 weeks after that will be the Raw one, and then another one to be another.
And there'll be Mania. There'll be Mania.
Oh, so pretty much 2 until Mania. Every 2 weeks till Mania.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
I don't think it would be 2 weeks. It'll be 3. I think Fastlane is like the March. Because there's no pay-per-view in March. Because Mania is in April.
Mm-hmm. And what's before that? That has to be next month.
The Raw Elimination Chamber, which is SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's been a while since that's been out, right?
What, Elimination Chamber?
Mm-hmm.
They did one last year. They did they did one like 2 years ago. They did one because I remember Kalisto jumping off the top of it and landing on people.
Okay, it's been 2 years.
And the tag. It was in a tag match.
Oh,
they don't do it. Yeah. Go ahead, talk.
No, no. I was gonna say that was the one where there was one chamber that had Ziggler pretty much telling people what to do in the middle of the match.
Yeah.
Because everybody just forgot what to do, and then Shane's door broke, and he was like, "Should I get out or should I just stay in here?" And he had to just coming out.
Wow.
They don't do the chamber as much anymore. Is the fact that there's not a lot of stadiums that actually could hold it.
I imagine it's impractical as shit.
Yeah, so they pick and choose when they do it, but I guess it's SmackDown's pay-per-view now. I wonder if they're gonna keep these pay-per-views set for their brands, or they're gonna switch them up. Like like this year, Hell in a Cell will be a SmackDown pay-per-view.
I kind of feel like the brand split might not last more than a year.
They're keeping it.
Oh, they what?
They're doing they're keeping it. They're doing all these things to like justify the belts and everything like that.
Until next WrestleMania.
The brand split is there. It's here to stay. Like it's gonna stay.
Oh, okay.
They make it. They're doing good with the live events and everything like that. They're making a profit off of it. NXT is helping even more because they make they sell out their crowds too.
They need wrestlers though. They need wrestlers on that roster though.
NXT?
No. Raw and SmackDown.
No, they don't. Like they have enough talent. Just use them correctly.
They have no tag team. They need some.
They need. You have a ton of talent. Start using them.
That's what I mean.
Jack Swagger still works there, by the way.
Oh no, but his leg is destroyed. That's the whole thing. You remember they showed him sitting in the bed or whatever. His knee is done.
No, that was
Oh, you said Swagger.
That wasn't Swagger. That was Darian Young.
About the other guy. No. I'm thinking of the woo woo guy.
Zack Ryder.
Yeah, Zack Ryder got hurt.
You know it.
But so, what you guys review? What's your grade for
that match?
Charlotte Bailey.
There was a 3. It wasn't terrible. There was too many mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah,
does that seem to become a thing with them?
What?
The mistakes thing?
No, well, this is the first time they have fought on. Well, this is not the first time they fought on Raw. They fought a couple times. This is their first pay-per-view together. Okay. I just felt like in the beginning it was just very sloppy.
Gotcha.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah, I don't think you got any arguments there.
Yeah. The next match was for the Universal title. Probably a surprise match. Like I really enjoyed it.
Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns for the Universal title, and the sexy piñata on top of the ring.
He had to keep him out of trouble, you know what I mean? Even though he still got into it, apparently.
He still helped.
I called it, by the way. I called it 2 weeks ago.
The brass knuckles, yeah.
The brass knuckles.
He did call the brass knuckles.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I was just telling Julio when you left the chat, it was like, why didn't he throw the belt down? Right,
just scumbaggery.
He had this tied up belt. Like, why didn't you just throw the belt down and have KO use it? It was a solid match. Crazy hardcore match. Like, I was surprised how much they did in that match.
You know,
see that chair sculpture?
Yeah,
I know. Like, I was like, what care? What the hell are you doing?
He's fucking crazy.
He's like making art. He's gonna sell it.
My favorite thing about those two wrestling is just like it seems that they constantly push each other. Because with other people, Roman doesn't seem to have as good of matches that I've seen as he has had with Kevin Owens. Like
I think they fit each other really well.
Yeah, the past 3 pay-per-views they went really hard, and it was like, oh, yeah, this is pretty good.
I think their matches gotten better. Yeah.
To me, it's just like, oh man, I still don't get why people give him shit.
I feel like if they put Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns together instead of against each other, you'd bring out Roman Reigns' character more.
Nope. They tried that with Dean Ambrose. Remember?
Ah man.
Oh, then I'm dead wrong on that one. I'll take that.
Put him on,
yeah, they did that with Dean Ambrose, and they kept him as a tag team with Dean Ambrose for a long time because they were getting cheered. But then once they started separating them again, they got booed again.
There's something about being strong, which they capture really good when they're beating the shit out of him.
The
You know what
big
I
thing
mean?
is the big thing with Roman Reigns is that he's just not. You can't keep him as a face. Like he's not being cheered and like that. You might as well work him as a heel and get him to get the fans to boo him. Like those are things that easily like you just listen to the crowd and see how they react.
I don't mind
If
him
Reigns
being
goes
nebulous
heel,
though.
Reigns go heel. That's it. Like and he's been better on the mic lately. He talks from the heart. He's not talking with scripts. He's actually talking. He doesn't sound bad at all when he does that.
I
So
just think he's better when like he's got a bunch of people like against him. So I think if
he,
he's good,
yeah.
it's okay. But if he's bad, I don't think it's as good of a fit as him being neutral. Like him just fucking up everybody is fine with me. I mean, he's not quite Austin level.
That's a big problem because with him not doing that is the fact that I think the fans lose like are not into him anymore because he's getting kind of forced on you.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I
like
mean. Like
they're always like feeding you Roman
then
Reigns
trying
like
to then
for
trying to
everything.
Well, if we fast forward to the Rumble, you heard the
Yeah,
chant.
yeah,
sneak into Seth
exactly.
Rollins there. It's like always trying to like, are they gonna come back? Are they gonna come? Like, no, just let
Yeah,
him be himself.
I feel like he needs to change something because he's the only one that didn't really have a
He
character
needs
off the
machine
Shield.
guns. I don't know why nobody listens to me. He needs an M60.
Yeah.
What he fucking
Because he's still the same Shield character. Like he hasn't really
Yeah, he
changed. He's
hasn't
changed the color of
changed.
the vest. He even
Yeah.
has the theme song. So it's like okay, his ring performance and what he does in the ring is great. Like he's gotten so much better in the ring. You cannot really say when he had a bad match. He has good matches. It's just
Mm-hmm.
they just tired of being force fed him, and I think him going as a heel will work with it better.
And more on his force feeding later in
Yeah,
in this episode.
but other than that, this match was a very solid match. I like that Roman Reigns is willing to take as much punishment as Kevin
Yeah,
Owens.
I
Kevin
know.
Owens don't take all the hits. Roman took some really mean ones too.
I thought he got
That
hurt.
Fox splash on the
Yeah, the
table, that
table.
shit
I
was
thought he got
mean.
hurt because I was like, Jesus! It only broke at the top where his neck was. I
Yeah.
was like, Gee.
One thing it was funny when we were watching it yesterday. My buddy Nutso, which is Mike, he pointed out that fucking Roman Reigns always busts his lip every fucking match he does. He always fucking bleeding through his lip. If you ever notice, I noticed it recently. I'm like, God damn, he does bleed through his lip all the fucking
He
time.
probably bites it all the time.
Nah, he gets hit in the mouth. That's why.
Tell him
It's a-
taking them shots to the mouth.
Yeah. But this was a solid match. I wish he actually used the brass knucks. They got lost somewhere.
Well, he hit him once and it didn't work. Fuck it. They
No, he didn't hit
exploded.
him.
They exploded.
No, he didn't. He didn't use the brass knucks at all.
I thought he
Remember, he blocked it. Roman Reigns took it out of his hands, and they lost it. And then
They
when he
didn't
caught
come
with the
out.
Superman punch, it wasn't with the brass knucks.
Caught him with the fake punch, and I thought he still had it. Oh well.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. I just watched it.
Okay. I was
about to say, I literally just watched it an hour ago.
Like I know
Yeah.
he stopped the first attempt, and then he got hit the second time, and then you can see him. You can see Kevin Owens visibly kicked him out of the ring in anger. It's
Yeah.
like this shit didn't work.
Yeah. It was a solid match. I really enjoyed it. Good spots. I think KO did a better Superman punch than Roman Reigns.
I appreciate Braun being a piece of shit, but just being the guy that you can't fuck with him and then expect him not to do something to you.
Yeah, it was fun. What you guys reviewed the match?
I think that was a 4 for me. 4.5.
4?
It wasn't perfect, but
I'll give it a 4. Solid
Yeah,
4.
I give it a 4 as well. Even though I wish he would just win clean.
Yeah.
I wish Kevin could just win clean.
Yeah, we were talking about that because he's able to do it. Like it's not like he can't. He's more than capable. So why don't you just give him the win? You give that moniker thinking, oh no, he can only win by cheating. No, he can. He can fucking totally win easily.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3 pin.
too much for the sake of storyline. Like I get it,
Of
why
course.
you would have Braun do it, but I also get why it diminishes him as a champion. It's like, can you point out when the clean wins were?
Last one he had clean was with Zayn.
That was it.
Whoa.
as champion. He fought Zayn on Raw and beat him cleanly.
Wow, that's a wow.
Yeah. I was one thing I'll spot out that I was kind of annoyed. There was like I was hoping in the Rumble to see it, but there was nothing. With the whole shit with Seth Rollins and Triple H, nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
That shit was cool though when he came out randomly.
Yeah, and
TakeOver.
NXT. Yeah, during Takeover. Yes, he came. That was awesome.
It's just
why
funny
don't
to
you
me.
have a shirt? Sure.
I'm just saying he looks like Seth Rollins fighting.
Did you just?
Thanks a lot, Chris.
Yeah, like you. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I interrupted.
No,
You just
you were
stopped.
saying something and just stopped.
No, it was about the Seth Rollins versus McMahon. That's what you guys were talking about, correct?
Yeah, but you were on your way of saying something and you just
I
completely
interrupted
stopped.
myself.
Exactly. You're like, okay.
Well, I'll just go on for where my thought was taken off. So yes, I'm agreeing with you. Like the Triple H, Seth Rollins thing kind of just looks like some kid fighting an angry dad. Kind of just what it looks
pretty
like.
much. Yeah.
This is where I was going with that. Forgive me, but I look at it, but I still want to see it. Like it looks good. I think the match is going to be great.
I just thought there would be more built on in the Royal Rumble.
Like more build up. I hear you.
Yeah, but if you didn't get it, but you ain't gonna see them fight until Mania. So again, you guys still got to build up for 2 months of this, and after a while, like you have to have something there. If not, it's not gonna be worth it.
It was a big gap between Triple H saying anything. So
how do you feel about this becoming something about Seth Rollins being back on NXT with that talent?
I was happy with that.
Like
because that was hello.
We lost somebody.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get him back in here.
That was hilarious.
No, I mean, listen. I liked it. I'm glad it happened. I wish they would have. Yeah. I wish they would have fought, but watching Seth Rollins have a little beat 'em up session, it was all right.
You know what I wish happened, and this is something that could easily build up to NXT.
Forgive me.
Which could easily build up to It could easily build up to Fastlane. Was instead of having Triple H fighting Rollins at that moment, had Samoa Joe come and fuck Seth Rollins up in NXT. And you could build that match up for Fastlane. You build up Samoa Joe coming in, and then you can have Triple H come in and fuck up Seth Rollins when he fights Joe on Fastlane.
True.
And that could be easy.
But Joe hasn't officially crossed over yet, or no?
Nope.
Or is he even?
Huh?
Is he supposed to?
I thought he was gonna be part of the Rumble, but nope.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of did too, because he was sitting there. He wasn't active, so I thought he would be.
We got the wrong Samoan.
Yep.
That's just like that. Wait, so that's the next match, right?
Next match.
Oh no! Next match is the match.
So we all reviewed 4, right? I gave it a 4. You gave it a.
Yeah, I gave it 4. I would say 4.5, but.
All right, cool. Next match, Cruiserweight Championship match, Neville versus Rich Swann. I love this match.
They're so good.
Huh?
They're fantastic. Yeah, I agree. I said give Neville a razor.
I like the gimmick. I like what he's doing and how Neville's so good on the mic right now.
Because he's just mad.
Yeah, and it's great.
I love it. Can he get a crown? Did he ever have a crown?
No, but they should get him a crown.
He had the cape, right?
I know he had the cape.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that I like that he won the belt. I like the story between him and Rich Swann a lot. So this is something they could keep building.
Can you clarify? Has he had that submission as a finisher?
No, he just started using it. He started using a super suplex, and he started using that as a finisher. Like the suplex he's been doing looks sick. Just the fact that he lands on the ball of the neck, and it's just like it looks mean.
Gotcha.
But then you also have him doing the Rings of Saturn. He did that twice so far, and I like the fact that he's not using the red arrow only. He's using other ways to win.
Like
and him doing it, him doing the Rings of Saturn. Yeah, him doing the Rings of Saturn helps him a lot.
Yeah,
it gives him something aspect.
Something he can do on anybody.
Yeah, and it's also has the red arrow is kind of a fancy move. So it doesn't. It kind of yeah. So when he does catch the red arrow, he does it a lot more force now. If you notice,
I think because he just got a good group of small dudes to land on.
Yeah.
Well, to continue on, yeah, for me, for Neville, and since I've watched him probably the least, everything I've ever seen about him is phenomenal. And I joke about the razor, but he looks fine. The anger thing is awesome because when you have something to pull from, it makes your character stronger. It's like, why is he so angry? And he's passionate, and then his fighting style plays on that too. So it's like, look at this intensity.
Yeah,
just enjoy it.
And he's been a lot more vicious lately. Like he's really selling it really well.
Yeah.
He needed something.
I like the cape.
Neville and Swan are really, they're really, really good. They're a cut above most of the people in the cruiserweight. Like, they're super clean when they do moves. Like, you hardly see any error. And they're just smooth too. Like, you see how Swan just transitions into jumping off backwards. It's like, but he lands like he corkscrews in the air, like, and lands sitting on him. That's the best.
Yeah,
they're really good, and 205 Live has been a really solid show.
So they got.
I think Neville
got really good commentators too.
I think Neville going heel with the whole thing just brought new life back to it because
true.
TJ Perkins is good in the ring. He's not good on the mic. Kendrick is good, but he's not what Neville has been doing, and I think Neville is a big reason why. Like that cruiserweight title is going to be looked at now because he's going to be holding it.
Right.
Yeah.
I rate it. I actually loved. I gave this match a 5. Like I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, me too.
I gave it a 4.
Like this was a lot better than I expected, and they gave them time. They gave them a lot of time to work this match. They got a 5 from me.
Very nice. I give them a solid 5. They perform well, and like I said, I like Neville's performance. I can't say too much about the other guy since I don't remember his name, which is terrible.
Which one?
So there you go.
You just said it like 8 times.
I know, and that's how forgettable. Anyways, I like the match. It was good. They both performed well, but I like where Neville was going.
Yeah, solid match. So where you guys review it? The rest of you?
Oh no, I said 5 as well.
I said 4.
Yeah, I'll go with 4 again because, like I said, the other guy.
Okay, guys. Consistency. 5 and then 4. 4 then 5. Just stick to one.
You're right. You're not wrong though.
I give it a 5. I love the match. I love the personality. I love the story. Yeah, I love the story that it told. They have a lot of history, and I can't wait to see more out of it.
Okay.
And then also, you guys haven't watched the build-up of the match. I think if you guys watched the build-up,
I watched
them two.
No, I've been watching.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Watch the build-up between the two.
Right.
It was great. Like it was so great.
All right, sounds good.
That video package was good.
Yeah.
Again,
so the next match. The shout out to?
I said to the commentators.
Austin
Aries.
And Morrow and
Great. The only 3-man team I like. Word. That was the best 3. That's the best 3-man team. Morrow.
I like him.
Austin Aries and Graves.
You know what? I like me some JBL every once in a while.
I like JBL, but I don't like the overcrowded SmackDown.
Oh, you don't like them? You don't like?
I don't need 4 guys.
You don't like them sticking Tom awkwardly at the end of the table.
And Otunga just doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, they could just scoot Otunga over and just have Tom just be right in there.
Affirmative action wins again.
Unfortunately. Jeez. And he's a lawyer, so
I know.
Yep.
You fight that.
You put me on this table.
Law, Mr.
Now we're not gonna. We think 3 is enough. You're gonna put me on this table. Okay.
I was here first.
There's something about representing this and representing that and people and
for 400 years.
Exactly. All right, get him on the table. He's on the table.
Okay. And the Dutch. They invented sleep.
So next match. Next match. I wish they actually closed out the show. Was WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus John Cena.
Joan Cena.
Juan Cena. Juan Cena.
Really good match. I sat there. It came on. I was laying comfortably in the bed. I was like, all right, John Cena, he's back. I watched a little promo for the match come up. I'm like, yeah. I was talking to you earlier about my indifference to AJ Styles, besides the fact that he can perform in the ring. But that's all I really need, I guess. They performed in that ring, and I was superly pleased. I'm fine with John Cena now. Like, I don't hate him or anything like that. And that just means the character. We all know I'm fine with the guy. I think he's a wonderful, amazing dude. But the character, I thought, got tired. But I feel like I'm rejuvenated with him. I'm liking that he's that guy, that he means he's that guy, and that's it. He's not going to change. I've accepted the never change. So if he doesn't go heel, then if he never ever goes heel, then he was really that guy. You know what I mean? Things like that. If he never changes.
You know what's funny? Listen to his promos. They're pretty fucking heel.
Yeah, he's angry. He's angry. He's pretty angry.
His last promos towards AJ Styles, like, really heelish promos. I think they're leading towards him going heel, but they're doing it in a different way. They're doing it in a different way than what they usually will do with a heel.
I guess they would have to do it differently for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like instead of being the cocky asshole, he's the cocky veteran. Who's been there.
Yeah.
And he's
I've seen some things.
Like he said in one of the promos, he's like, all right. And I said, yeah, because they asked him, oh, why do you deserve a championship? Because I'm John Cena.
That's pretty good.
Ask about me. Better recognize.
That's pretty good. That's pretty heelish. That's pretty good. That's
so it's been like that a lot.
Ask about me. That's pretty good.
But he's basically fallen into he's not going back into Dr. Thugonomics, but
no, not at all. It's a new thing, like you said.
He's comfortable in just being the Hogan stereotype, where it's the guy that, yes, I'm this guy, I'm eat your, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, or in his case, you can't see me and, never give up. So it's just, that's him. That's his character for better or for worse. It's more just a personality change, because you're never going to see him like completely switch it up.
No.
And he should.
He's gonna have. He's gonna be a different kind of heel if he does do the full blown thing.
Angry Cena. It's just like the Hulk. John Cena he's the Hulk. He's the red Hulk. No, not red. He's gray sometimes, and sometimes he's green. Sometimes he's the smart one, and then sometimes he's the one that destroys the world.
Joe Fix-It. That's what I was gonna say.
Want to let people, blah blah blah, but. So that's basically what he is. He damn near looks like him.
Well, is that not Austin?
No, Austin's gone.
That's a different thing.
He's gone. He's not even there.
No. I just mean the way you guys were describing the way.
Austin was different, as in he was fuck establishment.
There you go. I'm just saying, the thing Cena's making is just Cena's going to be his own thing at this point. Just like Austin was his own thing, Cena's going to be his own thing the way they seem to be billing him now. So, and like I said, I like it. I like where they're going with it. I can see some cool things come out of it. But we were supposed to be talking about how good this match was.
Yeah, this match was amazing. I personally loved it. I love the fact that if you notice, most matches go outside the ring and shit. This match was mainly inside that square circle. It didn't really go out the ring. They probably fell out once or twice, but it went right back into the ring. To actually establish that much story and that much heart into that match, it was amazing. Everyone's comparing, I compared to the Okada Omega, and to that point that I would prefer this match over that one.
Yeah, but I think that it lends to the strength of the storytelling inside the match, because you look at both of them, you can see they were playing their roles perfectly. Mm-hmm. Where it's just you could tell that Cena was, when he got kicked in the leg that first time. Yeah, and he swung for the fences and clothesline the shit out of him. It was they're both showing you oh man, they don't like each other.
Yeah,
and for real, they probably are they don't care. But in that moment, you can believe that these two dudes do not like each other.
I loved it. I really loved everything in this match. It was my match of the night, and straight up forward, it's probably going to be the big contender of match of the year this year.
Yeah, so far, opening strong.
What's that move called that Cena did? I guess it's like an instant powerbomb, where he
Flips
he had
over
him.
you?
Yeah, when he did that flip slam to the ground, that's that really
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
one he did. The hell is that called? And I'm always impressed when I see it because
Yeah.
I'm like, how close are you to killing somebody with that move?
It's
way you
more
snap.
honestly, it's more on AJ than Cena.
About keeping the momentum
that's
going when it
yeah.
does,
That's
right?
the secret. Yeah, that's the secret to that
Gotcha.
move.
It's more on AJ than
Which-
So you gotta
Cena.
have somebody who can perform
Yeah.
to do that
Which-
with.
Cena has to make sure he tucks his own chin. So
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But the whole momentum,
they did it amazing.
thing is AJ. Yeah.
It was executed beautifully. You see it just like, boom, like, oh man.
I must be almost to that. I must be almost to that move. Yeah.
the real strength of fucking AJ is how good he can make getting his ass whooped look. Yeah.
He sells the hell out of it.
Yeah. Like those clotheslines, the way he took them, the way he landed, you could tell he wasn't landing on his neck. He would land on his shoulder blades and then like shift over. It was like he's that fucking good. Like when you see somebody has that much control over their body, it's fucking amazing to watch.
Yeah.
And that's why people like Kenny Omega, because he has that level of control.
Right.
Yeah.
That precise muscle movement.
It was. I love it. I love the match. I'm not gonna say a lot more to it because I want Julio to really watch it. But it was a great ending to a match. He knows who won already. He became the 16-time world champion. He tied it with Ric Flair. Ric Flair took a picture with him too.
That's why he did the figure four.
You talked to the other half of kayfabe about this. How was his reaction?
Oh no, I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm sure he's furious.
I'm sure he's boiling inside.
You know, what's funny thing is also Ric Flair been wanting him to get the record for the longest time. He was really in for Cena to get the record.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
He's more than happy to like pass the torch kind of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if you think about it, also Cena's the WWE. He's 16-time WWE champion. Right. As in Flair won his in WCW, NWA, and he just counted all his reigns. Right. He was only a one-time champion in WWE.
Oh, someone's burning upside at work right now. Ooh.
Upset.
See the gray hairs curling up on his face. Anyways, we'll talk to him later.
But I'm very happy that he got it.
Yeah, that match was amazing.
It was really good.
I super enjoyed that. It was a good.
Well, so far it's 5.
So
yeah, for me it's a 5.
So I give it 5. I give it a 6.
I gave it a 5 as well.
I love the match. 5.
I love the match too.
All right, and now to the big
the one I was most vocal about earlier.
The Royal Rumble.
I'm ready to get into it.
Man.
All right.
There were a few things that happened that had me like, okay, I'm all in on this one. This is pretty good.
That's fantastic.
There's a few things that annoyed me.
Yeah, you know what annoys me, so we'll take our turns.
All right, you guys
kick it off.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Sure. I was expecting better, I don't know, surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Because, there was because Todd Tillinger, everybody knew that was going to happen.
Not me.
I loved it. Man, his pop was amazing.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't Braun Strowman, though.
That was my.
That's what I was saying to Jenkins.
What?
That's what I was saying to Jenkins. That I wished when Ty came in, I wish it wasn't against Braun Strowman, as in you can actually see his skill in the ring, and not have to just fight Strowman. You understand?
I got you.
Yeah.
But I know the Rumble's not a real showcase though. But I mean, does
it could be like guy? The thing is, the Rumble can be a showcase for a guy when he came in. Look at AJ. Straight up, when he came in, he dominated Roman Reigns. It doesn't matter though, but that was a showcase.
Wait a second, you cut me off before I said a word. Hey, stop that! I didn't even finish the sentence. I said I was gonna say, AJ is AJ. He has a reputation that precedes him. So of course, when he shows up, the roof is gonna fucking fly off. I'm surprised that so many.
Ty got the same.
The mainstream people give a shit about an NXT dude, and I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah. But I know what you mean of him being squashed by Braun. Yes, I get it. But I'm just saying, typically, when you get a surprise entrance and they don't necessarily win, it's like it's okay. But if it was like Hogan came back and he didn't win, then you could kind of be like, well, I didn't see that not happening because this person's a megastar. So same thing with AJ, kind of like of that magnitude, you got to go somewhere. Whereas Perfect 10's not going to win anything.
No, I was not going to say that he's going to win the Royal Rumble. At least showcase him in the match. He doesn't have to win the Royal Rumble. AJ didn't win the Royal Rumble. He just has to be showcased.
I thought they would have gave him the spot to help Zayn take out Braun, though. That's what I thought.
I would have liked him and Zayn to go at it. Yeah, that would have been fucking great. They're both Canadians. But this is my thing, is the fact that my big thing with the Royal Rumble, and I would tell you this much, they didn't have those big moments. They didn't have those big stare downs that you expected because all these fucking names.
Forced as shit. I'm just gonna say that right now. That was terrible.
But there was a lot
hurt himself doing that.
Yeah, there was not a lot of those big moments, and that kind of really bothered me, especially with all these fucking guys in it. I wanted a stare down between Taker and Baron Corbin. I wanted a fucking Strowman and Lesnar thing. I wanted a Goldberg, Lesnar, or maybe fucking Goldberg, Taker. That's the only one you actually got. Those are the things that having all these guys you want to build upon, and that kind of annoyed me.
There was some bad number placement with the last
couple
4 people. Last 4 people. Well, don't count Reigns and the people before him. It was like Brock came in mad late. Goldberg came in right after him as predicted.
But they can't.
Won the after.
I don't expect Goldberg to come in that early. Like he could barely fucking run a match.
But I'm saying the thing that these guys do is clear the ring, and it's like at that point it was like this is super obvious.
Right.
We're gonna get these three dudes are gonna eliminate mad people until they tell us like the top, the 4, and then we're gonna get whatever. And it's just like
I completely agree.
Too forced. That seemed too forced.
Because you had Brock standing in the middle of the ring
waiting
with a line of people just laid out on the perimeter of the ring, just literally just laying there.
And then they did the Goldberg spot again.
Really bad shot. And then so I'll jump right into my gripes. Like I was saying, the lead up. These two have heard it already, so they're hearing it from a second. Who hearing it a third time? But my problem, unfortunately, my issue with Goldberg. So I was on the Goldberg train when he came back to defeat, Brock Lesnar because of my Brock Lesnar hate. I was like, I was getting tired of this guy. I needed somebody to take him down. Yes, the lesser of two evils. I was fine with Goldberg because fine, something finally to break the mold. Then you see the match, and he comes in there, and a minute and some change decimates Brock Lesnar, this unstoppable force, as if it was nothing. Okay, whatever. My hate for Brock Lesnar, let me just look past that. Fast forward now to the Rumble. He comes in. You got Brock Lesnar in there, the big build-up. These guys haven't seen each other since blood, and then this and that. He comes in, same thing. One spirit, he's out. Brock Lesnar runs into the ring, tosses 3 guys out with sheer force, knocks a whole bunch of people around, and just stands there in the middle of the ring to wait for his job. To wait to just job immediately. Down to the ring, spear, tosses Brock out, it's over. And I said, all right, my Brock Lesnar hate's gonna let me get through this one more time. And then I watched him after, and I shouldn't have done this, I continued watching Goldberg after Brock Lesnar left. And he just bumbles around the ring. I'm gonna bump into people, I'm gonna hit this guy, and I remember, right, he's not good. He's not
a 6-move guy, yeah.
He's not good. He's not going to get good matches. And that's what I said. I hate that MercwiththeMic was right when he talked about it a lot of times. He's like, he's just not good. And I was like, oh, now I'm just sad because I'm getting someone who can actually perform but chooses not to, which is Brock Lesnar, who has ability, but he does his own thing because he wants to and he gets paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
To somebody who can actually do it, he can't do it. He's just that guy who's big, can do some bumps, and not even really good bumps, and then be done.
The thing that killed me is that Brock Lesnar could have came in at, I want to say, 20 and cleared the ring. And, each person coming in, and like maybe Goldberg at 25 and then Undertaker at maybe he should have been number 30. But it just... they put too many. They clumped them all together. It just made it like, these guys can't wrestle anymore because they probably don't want to.
Right.
That's kind of what it looked like. It was like, we just here just to do the big spot, and it was like, it was kind of a car wreck with that. It was like, you went back to the well again,
right,
and you totally nullify Undertaker. What was the point of him being there if he wasn't going to cost massive amounts of either throwing dudes out, throw somebody big, he threw out Goldberg. Get the fuck out of here. You could have had any one of those guys in the ring that was in there at that time, like throw out Goldberg. Jericho could throw out Goldberg.
I wanted Corbin to eliminate Taker.
Me too.
Because he was talking so much shit about punching Taker in the face.
Legit, he was one of the people I would have picked to win.
Me too.
I wasn't expecting
Taker was also. It was just like
I didn't have Taker.
That's what I said. I said my other gripe was Taker, and then we talked about it, and I was like, maybe he's just doing a thing, but I kind of felt like he came in there and just kind of looked bad. And maybe now that you said that, I agree that they just set that whole series of events up horrible, and he just looked like he didn't do anything. Like, what was the big point? Taker's back in the match for how long has he been
29,
back?
29 holes for 29 souls, and he beat up like 5 dudes. Well,
and then
I mean,
7,
clearly,
and then he was just out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I figured I knew what it was gonna be. It was gonna be all right. Undertaker's gonna fight whoever eliminates him.
True.
Yeah.
So then that's what that's pretty much what it is, right? That was the only other stare down you got was him looking at him out of the ring. Roman Reigns looking at Taker on the ground and just, look at this, the menacing look.
I appreciate that surprise. I'm not mad Roman was number 30. I mean, I kind of wanted him to win.
It was just like
I kind of wanted him to win too. Just to fucking piss people off.
Well, you heard the crowd during the middle of him out there and his antics. This is bullshit chant.
Yeah.
That was loud and clear.
They weren't letting it slide. Right.
Not at all.
So everybody's expecting.
I was all for it, though. I was all for it.
Everyone's expecting Finn Balor also, but he's not carefully yet either.
Good. Let's talk about the.
I'd rather him be 100%.
I agree. I want him back in full power and just give him his belt back. Let's talk about the real hero of that match. Am I saying this name wrong? You guys correct me. Is it William III?
No, Jack Gallagher.
No. William III is the hero of the match.
I thought so. William III. It's what I've been saying this whole time. I'm right. That thing, I didn't know about this because I've been out for too long. And when I was sitting there, I sat up with just the glee and elation on my face when they said that the umbrella had a name.
The umbrella did have a name.
MVP.
William III. And I was talking earlier to you guys about how my love of Jericho, just because only Jericho just sold that just so greatly. It just made me happy. No one else could have played that up as well.
Okay, there's a few instances where you can see Jericho playing it up for the camera. There's one point where you see him like early on where he's laying down and he starts grabbing. He puts his legs on the ropes, on the bottom ropes, and starts pulling himself, sliding across the ropes like a fucking worm.
That's so great.
There's another one where he clearly makes the shocked face when somebody comes down to I think when Braun came down, he was just staring at the camera, not at the camera, past it,
and he
with the wide
scooted away.
Yeah, and then when he was outside on the close to the far away from the camera, you can see him literally with his head on his elbow. His head and his bicep just laying on the ground.
That's so great.
And then when somebody fell over next to him, he scooted over and continued laying there. It's just like, he's the best.
He's the best.
Gallagher's fucking elimination was hilarious.
Yes.
He fucking flew with the umbrella out.
I want to say something.
Shout out to Mark Henry. She was showing up.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
With the milk dud head.
I called Mark Henry being in it.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't figure he was going to be there.
I was surprised Kane wasn't it.
Holy shit. You're right.
He was one person I suspected to be at least there for a little bit, but he wasn't there.
No shenanigans with The Undertaker?
You see, I wanted Baron Corbin versus Taker more than Reigns versus Taker. So I would have liked Baron Corbin to throw him out.
My MVP for the Royal Rumble match, and I talked about this earlier because I had my epiphany while watching it, is The Miz.
Yeah.
The Miz. I was telling them earlier about how we in our previous cast a while ago, we had that big discussion because I got a big heated discussion, and you guys cleared me on certain things after the whole Daniel Bryan dispute on that talk show, whatever about. You guys understood what the character was and what he was saying, and and how he was right. And then it took me till watching him in there, and then everything the Miz was saying about himself and what is going on with him and his injuries is absolutely true. The man puts everything in all the time, doesn't get hurt. And I watched him in this match, and everybody tosses around the Miz. The biggest guys to those guys, and he just does his spots. He takes them, he does them well, he gets out of it, and he's going to be back on Raw tonight, probably just fine.
Oh, SmackDown.
Excuse me, I apologize. SmackDown tomorrow, just fine. And it's like he just performs, and he does it in and out, and he's excellent. His execution is perfect. His timing is great. His character, he's got locked down. And I feel like, he isn't where he should be.
The Miz is one of those people. He's gonna end up like Ric Flair when he's older. If he keeps this up, like he's still young, so
right.
If he keeps not getting hurt and still ending up in like main event, title scenes, he'll be a champ. He'll get those championship wins that people won't call bullshit, like the first one he has. So,
right.
Well, he's a 2-time WWE champ.
But everybody tries to dispute his championships. Like,
and you know what? Out of everyone who you thought will bring back the IC title, he was the one that made that belt relevant again.
Yeah,
clearly, straight up.
Heel holding a belt, it makes the drive forward that much more interesting and that much more wonderful. And
especially when he can talk so good.
Exactly. Yeah. So my MVP of the match, and not because he got to say anything, it's just watching him in the ring while all that was going on.
Yeah,
it was just wonderful between him and it was a close toss up between him and Jericho, but Jericho spent a whole lot of time. I can't give it to Jericho. He, like you said, he spent a whole lot of time outside of the ring, but that was just him playing up his character, which is
smart.
A whole other thing. No, it's fine. Like, but I have to give it to the Miz for the physical being in there and just being in there.
I respect it.
I want to give Ambrose some shine too for that skit beforehand with Sami Zayn. That was so dumb.
That was funny.
But I love his little comeback. It was like, oh, it's 8. Oh, wait, it's upside down. Oh, it's 8.
Yeah,
that was funny.
It was pretty good. I think he genuinely got a laugh out of these people in the back.
I have a gif of it on Tumblr. If you look at it when it happens, look at Shane, and he just looks and he just look of shock, and then he just goes, yeah. He says not.
It was unscripted, and it was just perfect. Big up to at Wrestling Babble, that gif you posted up. I didn't know about the big guys were driven down the ramp.
A lot of guys are driven, not just the big guys.
Oh my God, the picture of Big Show, Strowman, Big E.
The Big E Mario Kart one had me fucking rolling.
Big E Mario Kart.
Dog, I saw that Mario Kart. I was like, what is that from? And then I saw the meme with all the people on the cart, and I was like, oh, okay.
It was really long, and I was like, when I was watching the people who did run it, I was like, that's a good jog. That's a good jog down there.
You can see Xavier Woods trying to breathe right while he was doing it. I'm like, oh, I see you. You know how to you know what you're doing.
Big up seeing him in the ring again after a while. You know what I mean? Just wrestling.
I'm shocked. Paul Heyman power walked all the way down to the ring.
Did you see his walk?
The power walk.
I was like, yeah, Heyman. Yeah, you got to keep up with this big dude walking down, strong manning down to the ring. And he just got that loop. I'm gonna keep up because I'm Paul Heyman.
Yep.
It was excellent.
All right.
So the Royal Rumble match for me, I say it was like, I want to say 4. It wasn't perfect. I would have loved to see Samoa Joe. I would have loved to see somebody else take it. I mean, listen, Randy taking it, for some reason,
I'm happy.
I wasn't there when him and Cena were going back and forth over and over again, so I didn't get tired of Randy. So when I got back into main roster stuff, he was gone and he had just come back, and I'm like, oh, he's cool as shit.
Right.
So I'm happy for him. So good on you, Randy. Guaranteed slot at WrestleMania. Good shit.
Yeah, man.
No, I actually don't see.
Awesome spot too. Like again, Roman Reigns putting in work, taking that mean RKO off the speed.
I don't see Cena versus Orton for Mania.
Yeah,
I think Cena's gonna lose the belt at Elimination Chamber,
You think so?
and I think he's gonna lose it to the Bray Wyatt. Why are you gonna build this story so long and just fucking delete it? Might as well make like.
So Bray Wyatt, you think they're gonna give him the belt?
I think Bray Wyatt is gonna win the belt at Elimination Chamber,
And then Randy takes it at Mania.
Okay,
and then it'll be Randy versus Wyatt at Mania.
Wait, but hold on. What's the rules for the chamber? You have to be the last one in there, right?
You gotta win. You gotta pin everybody.
So you think? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Elimination Chamber.
My big thing is you're establishing the story for this long, and you're just gonna waste it because now it's Cena versus Orton.
Yeah, but that sounds like WWE.
No, lately SmackDown hasn't been. SmackDown has not been doing that. They've been really going with their stories.
You know why? You know why I could see it still being them? Because they're in two completely different places in their lives. Like Cena is not the same Cena that he used to be, and Randy is damn sure not the same Randy.
Right.
Like, I could see people not being like. Unfortunately, I know smart fans are gonna be like, "Fuck this," because we've seen it a million times. But it just looks kind of fresh because they're both fresh with their attitudes. Like they're both a little.
I'll be fine with the match.
They're both a little angrier. No, I don't mean the skill involved. I just mean like personality-wise, because they are who they are.
Right.
But they're not the same Randy. They're not the same John Cena.
They evolved a lot.
He's not Superman Cena no more.
Yeah.
He's my time is now Cena, I guess you want to call it. Randy is he's crazy. He's sinister.
Yeah.
He's the
really
the Viper. Yeah, really the Viper.
It's gonna be interesting because we got Elimination Chamber in 2 weeks. You'll start seeing on SmackDown where they're gonna go with it.
Yeah, because they haven't interacted since he came back either.
No, he's been with the whole Wyatt thing. He's still in the Wyatts.
Yep.
So again, it's still a lot of things to do. Or
a blow up in the Rumble too.
Or they could have been doing this, and he gives the spot to Wyatt.
Oh man,
that'd be a crazy.
That'd be fucking insane.
I had to say that'd be crazy, but like I said, I give this Royal Rumble just the Rumble match.
I like that idea though,
because like you said, I agree with Mike over there with some of the pacing issues they did. They could have had these guys in different numbers and kept the pacing of the Rumble going, and not had that big dead spot where everyone is just laying around. Like, there's nothing even the cameraman could do. Just look. There's the ring. He's just standing there. Everyone's on the floor. All right, we're going to look who's coming out. Oh, that person's coming out. Let's all wait for this thing to happen. So it's kind of like, if you could have changed your pacing. So I give it a solid 4.
I give it 2.5.
Also, Lana's outfit was amazing.
That too. I wish she was in it.
It was amazing. Christ.
I gave it 3.5.
Right. Just like. So, Julio, you got a score for the Rumble?
I don't think he got there yet.
No, he watched the Rumble before he watched.
Okay.
Yeah, he saw the Rumble, but I think he might have walked away.
Death Star out of the building.
Right.
All right. But so let's get this wrapped up because Raw's about to start, and I want to eat.
Gotcha. So yeah, overall, I give it the pay-per-view 4.5. It had very little issues, and the issues I could get over. They were pet peeves more than glaring, terrible issues like they've had in the past.
Yeah.
I'd say
a 4.
I give it a 5. Overall, I liked it a lot. Like I sat there engaged.
Yeah.
So,
like I said,
even the matches I didn't like the most, they didn't lose me. You know what I mean? That's right.
I give this credit the fact that it didn't feel as long as it was.
You're right.
Right, so that's a decent pacing overall.
Yeah, it did not. It was a 5-hour fucking long. It was 5 hours long, and it didn't feel like 5 hours long.
Wow, that's crazy.
Except for Ryan. Ryan fell asleep.
The baby couldn't hang. I hear him.
I have pictures of him on.
I'm usually knocked out. But it kept me, like you said, it kept me engaged. I actually kept my boy up with me, and we both sat there and watched the whole thing because I was like, yeah.
I'm looking forward to Raw tonight. I'm looking forward to SmackDown tomorrow, and seeing where everything goes. And I'm also really looking forward to Raw 5 Live and seeing Neville's reign as the king of the cruiserweights. So, just gonna wrap this up. Charles, the Wrestling Babble, you guys.
All right, so check us out. You know, Red Cyclone, and this was our first live cast. Hopefully, we'll definitely do many more. So we had 2 viewers up at some point. One of them being myself, but whatever. It counts as a view. But we're gonna go. This is gonna go up, posted up as Merc with the Mic and Wrestling Babble on his SoundCloud is gonna go up as it gets better. I swear. On our SoundCloud, Twitter, Red Cyclone Inc., Twitter, Merc with the Mic, Facebook, Wrestling Babble, Facebook, Red Cyclone Inc. Just look us up. Enjoy, guys.
Yeah. Later.